Have you ever felt a quiet current within you? A stream pulling you somewhere your life has not yet gone? And have you ever looked into your own eyes, truly looked, and felt you were staring at a stranger, as if behind those two pools of water, a truth was being reflected that your mind could not name? This feeling is not confusion, it is recognition. Because your eyes are not merely organs for seeing the world. They are the place where your soul comes to the surface, speaking a language older than words. A great stillness is required to understand this. My tradition does not speak of science or psychology, but of flows and signatures. What if I told you that the color of your eyes is not an accident of birth? It is a signature, the ink with which the universe has signed your soul's deepest intention. This signature reveals your primary path, the spiritual work you have chosen for this lifetime, the source code of your being. Notice the quiet patterns, how some souls feel like ancient mountains and others like restless rivers. This is not imagination. The wise ones of old understood this. They did not need to ask a person their story. They would simply sit with them, look into their eyes, and see the path laid out before them. They knew the color of the eyes carries a vibration, a sacred instruction for your journey here. Yet, so many of us walk against this inner current. We build dams against our own river, wondering why we feel stagnant, why the water of our life grows heavy and unclear. We feel a profound longing for a purpose we cannot name. If this whisper resonates within your heart, be still for a moment. The truth we are about to touch is not new. It has always been waiting within you. This quiet sense that you are here for a reason, it is the most honest thing you have ever felt. It is your true nature calling you home. In my lineage, we speak of innate pathways. These are not ideas in the mind. They are living currents of energy that shape our presence, our relationships, our work, and the way we touch the world. And this ancient wisdom teaches that these pathways leave their most visible trace in the color of our eyes. Let me be clear, the knowledge of the mind can build walls, but the wisdom of the heart dissolves them. Your eyes are a doorway. The unique patterns within your iris are not just a design. They are a physical map of your soul's deepest energetic structure. Think of those you meet. Why do some eyes offer a feeling of immediate refuge? Why do others feel like a sharp, cleansing wind? This is not a judgment. It is the resonance between pathways. It is the spirit recognizing another spirit. The builders of the Great Pyramids knew this. They taught that the eye was a gateway not to the soul, but from the soul. The ancient tenders of the forests saw the color of a person's eyes and understood the medicine they carried. Shamans from every land have always known the eyes reveal the spirit's chosen work. But this seeing has been forgotten. We have been taught that our eyes are merely a feature, a roll of the genetic dice. The result: a world filled with souls walking paths not their own. They labor in fields that do not feed their spirit, love in ways that deplete their energy, and build lives that feel like cages. They are exhausted because they are trying to be a river when they were born to be a mountain. If you have ever felt this internal friction, this sense of being out of tune with your own life, you are about to understand the instrument you are meant to play. Your eyes have been whispering your truth to you since your first breath, but you have been taught to listen only to the noise of the world. Now, let us listen to the silence. Let us begin with the energy of the earth, which finds its home in brown eyes. If your eyes are the color of rich soil, of ancient tree trunks, you have been told this is common. This is a misunderstanding. To be common is to be foundational. Yours is the most essential path. Those with brown eyes walk what we call the path of the mountain. Your mission is to be the grounding presence for this world. You are the stillness in the storm, the foundation upon which sacred spaces are built. You hold the space for others to ascend. The power of the mountain is its deep connection to the source. The density of color in your eyes forms an energetic root into the great stillness that lies beneath all of creation. You have access to a quiet, ancient wisdom. This is why you feel like an old soul. You carry the weight of ages not as a burden, but as a foundation. Your nature is drawn to nurture, to teach, to be the silent guardian. You create the soil in which others can grow. But every mountain casts a shadow. Your path invites you to give. Your spirit thrives on being a bedrock for others. But in this giving, you can forget your own sky. You can become so focused on rooting everyone around you that you neglect your own upward growth. You pour yourself out until your own well is dry, feeling empty in a world that you yourself have nourished. The journey for the path of the mountain is to learn the difference between being a foundation and being buried. Your work is to teach us all how to be deeply rooted in the earth while our hearts reach for the sun. You are the bridge. The ancient ones revered brown eyes. They saw them as marks of souls who came here with a single purpose: to hold humanity steady as it trembles and grows. Priests of the sun god knew it was the ones with eyes of earth that could truly channel that sustaining energy. If you have brown eyes, observe. Strangers will share their pain with you. Friends seek not your advice, but your presence. Life itself seems to lean on you. This is the gravitational pull of your nature. A field of stability emanates from you. But remember this: your purpose is not to carry everyone. It is to embody the strength that shows them they can stand on their own. You are here to model what it looks in practice to be both human and divine, earth and sky. If this is your path and you are finally seeing its shape, share where you are on this earth. Let us see the mountains that hold our world together. This is not poetry. It is physics of the soul. Those who study the mind find that souls with brown eyes possess a deep capacity for stillness, for what they call empathetic presence. They are drawn to work that holds, to relationships that endure, to the quiet responsibility of caring for life. Your brown eyes are not common. They are sacred ground. They are the mark of a spirit who chose one of the most profound works, to be the loving, silent anchor for a restless world, while learning to grow a forest on your own slopes. Every time you see your reflection, you are looking into the eyes of a soul who chose to be a home for others. The energy of the sky is often found in blue eyes. This is perhaps the most misunderstood pathway. If you have eyes the color of the vast sky or a winter sea, people may have called you intense, piercing, as if you see too much. This is not aggression. It is the nature of your path, what we call the path of the clear stream. Your soul's work is to bring clarity. The stream does not judge the rocks in its bed. It simply reveals them by its own clearness. The lightness of your eyes allows for a different kind of perception. You can see the patterns beneath the surface, the flow of things, the truth beneath the story. This is why you often feel you can sense a person's inner state. You perceive the discord between their words and their energy. Your purpose is to be a living vessel of clarity for a clouded world. But every clear stream has its cold depths. The ability to see through illusion can leave you feeling alone, distrustful. You perceive what is hidden and you wish you could unsee it. You feel the gap between the mask and the true face, which can make connection feel fragile or false. The journey for the path of the clear stream is to learn to offer clarity with compassion, not with the sharpness of judgment. You are here to help others gently wash away their own masks, to invite them into a space of cleansing truth. Your gift is to hold a space so clear that others can finally see themselves. The old Nordic seers knew that blue eyes were a sign of the sky watchers, souls who could perceive the invisible currents of spirit. The Celtic bards sang of children with sky eyes who could see between the worlds. It is the sign of a visionary. If you walk this path, you have noticed people are either profoundly at ease with you or deeply uncomfortable. There is no in between. Your presence is an invitation to authenticity, and not all are ready to accept. You create an energy field where illusion has trouble surviving. The new sciences confirm this. They find that those with blue eyes excel at seeing patterns, at distinguishing signal from noise, at what they call veracity assessment. They are drawn to paths that demand clear seeing, analysis, art, deep inquiry. Your blue eyes are not merely beautiful, they are instruments of consciousness. They are the mark of a soul that chose to be a living reminder of truth. Every time you look at another, you are unconsciously scanning for the real, the true, the essence behind the form. If you have blue eyes, and you have always felt you could see what others miss, tell me in the comments of a time your quiet seeing brought healing. Let us honor this difficult gift, but hear this wisdom about your path. Your work is not to expose. It is not to call out falsehood. It is to become such a pure example of authenticity yourself that you create a safe harbor for others to find their own. You are here to model how to live with an open heart and clear eyes. The world desperately needs your clarity now. We are drowning in a sea of distraction and illusion. Your blue eyes are the signature of a soul who can help others remember the feel of the clear, cool water of their own true self. The rarest part is that of green eyes. It appears in but a few. This is not by chance. It is by design. If you have green eyes, you walk the path of the seed. Your work is to be a catalyst. You are here to spark transformation in all you meet. The unique way your eyes hold both the sky's light and the earth's substance creates a unique spiritual energy. You live in what the ancients called the on, between space, the threshold between what is and what could be. You are a natural bridge for consciousness, helping others move from one way of being to another. This is why you have always felt you don't quite belong. You are too wild for the tamed, too real for the dreamers, too rooted for the mystics, too magical for the materialists. This is not a fault in your design. It is your function. You are meant to live in the cracks between worlds. The purpose of the seed is to shatter its own shell and instigate growth. You have an uncanny ability to enter a life at the precise moment it is ready to break open. You ask the question that changes everything. You bring the energy that starts the fire of renewal, but the shadow of the seed is the loneliness of constant change. Your catalytic energy can create instability in your own life. Others are drawn to you like moths to a flame, are transformed by your fire, and then must retreat to integrate the light. You can feel as if you are always being left behind, just as the real connection begins. The Celtic traditions saw green eyes as marks of the deep magic of the forest, of beings who could help another change their very nature. The hidden schools of Egypt believed those with green eyes held the keys to rebirth. In many traditions, it is the sign of the soul with shamanic potential. If your eyes are green, you have seen this in your life. Your presence accelerates time. People meet you, and their world begins to shift. What was hidden comes to light. Old structures crumble. New life appears. You are a lightning rod for the energy of becoming. Modern explorers of the psyche see this pattern. They find those with green eyes score high in creativity, in their capacity to adapt, in what they call instigative potential. They are drawn to roles of radical healing, of visionary art, of building new worlds from the ashes of the old. If you have green eyes and have witnessed this acceleration around you, share the story of a transformation you helped spark. Let us gather the seeds of a new world here. Your green eyes are not just rare, they are a revolution in waiting. They mark a soul who chose to be a living embodiment of growth. Every soul you meet is one quiet moment away from their next evolution. Your presence is designed to be the gentle pressure that helps them crack open. But listen carefully to the nature of your path. Your work is not to force the seed to grow. Your work is not to break the soil for others. It is simply to beef the living energy of transformation, to embody it so fully, so joyfully, that others remember their own innate capacity to grow. You are here to be a living example of what it is to be constantly evolving. The world is in a great shattering now. Old ways are dying. Your catalytic energy is needed. Your green eyes are the signature of a soul who can guide others through the darkness of the tomb and into the light of the womb. The energy of the cosmos, ever changing, finds its expression in hazel eyes. This is one of the most fluid pathways. If your eyes change their color with the light, with your heart, with the sky, it is not a trick of the light. It reflects your purpose on the path of the cloud. Your soul's work is to be a shape shifter of consciousness. The blend of pigments in your eyes reflects a spiritual flexibility. You have what we call an energetic fluidity. You can embody many paths, reflecting what is needed in the moment. You are a master of adaptation, becoming the mirror that others need to see themselves. This is why you have often felt like you are many people at once. With one soul, you are the mountain, solid and wise. With another, you are the stream, clear and direct. With a third, the seed, playful and catalytic. This is not a lack of self, it is your gift. The mission of the cloud is to serve as a living mirror for the potential in others. You have an unparalleled ability to reflect back to people the light they cannot see in themselves. You show them their hidden strengths, their forgotten dreams. But the shadow of the cloud is formlessness. Your fluidity can make it hard to feel your own center. You can become so good at being what others need. You forget who you are when you are alone. You might wonder, who am I when I am not reflecting another? The ancient Greeks saw hazel eyes as marks of divine messengers, those who could reflect the qualities of the gods to humanity. The Druids believed those with hazel eyes had access to the world tree, connecting them to all possibilities. It is the sign of the soul who can bridge realities. If your eyes are hazel, you have heard it said of you, "You help me see myself." They will say, "I never knew I had that in me until you saw it." This is your energetic field creating a space of pure potential. Those who study the heart confirm this. Hazel-eyed souls demonstrate high degrees of emotional agility, of social grace, and an uncanny ability to perceive and call forth potential in others. They are drawn to the path of the guide, the mentor, the coach. Any work that helps another become more of themselves. If your hazel eyes have helped another see their own light, share that reflection here. Let us honor the mirrors among us. Your hazel eyes are not just changeable, they are conduits of transformation. They are the mark of a soul who chose to be a living gallery of human potential. Every person you meet has the chance to see a more beautiful version of themselves in your reflection. Your spirit is designed to make that vision possible. But here is the wisdom you must hold. Your work is not to become lost in the reflections. It is not to become a college of other people's needs. Your work is to remain centered in your own being, vast and empty like the sky, while allowing different clouds to form and dissolve within you. You are here to model what it means to be authentically fluid. The world needs your gift now. So many have forgotten their own divinity. They have forgotten the gifts they carry. Your hazel eyes are the signature of a soul that can help us all remember the God sleeping within. Now that you have seen the outline of your path, this is where the real journey begins. Most people receive such knowledge and turn it into another label for their mind. They treat it as a curious fact, not as a sacred compass for their life's work. The color of your eyes does not just describe who you are. It reveals the spiritual muscle your soul came here to strengthen. Every struggle you have faced, every connection you have made, every path you have walked, all of it has been the universe gently guiding you back to this, your core work. Think of the moments you felt most alive, most filled with a quiet fire. Notice how these moments align with your path. The mountain, feeling deep fulfillment while holding a friend in silent sorrow. The stream, feeling a surge of clean energy after a conversation of pure truth. The seed, feeling an electric joy when your words spark a breakthrough in another. The cloud, feeling a deep resonance when you help someone recognize their own beauty. These were not random moments. This was your soul singing its song. But the great transformation begins here. Most of us have lived in opposition to our path. We have tried to be what the world demanded, instead of honoring the soul's design. We wondered why life felt like a battle. The mountain who was told they are too quiet and tried to be the life of the party. The stream who was told they are too intense and tried to be superficial. The seed who was told they are too chaotic and tried to be predictable. The cloud who was told they are inconsistent and tried to become rigid. This is the source of the friction. You have been trying to force your river to flow uphill. if you are finally understanding why you have felt at odds with your own nature, simply pause and take a breath. You are about to discover how to flow with the current of your being. Here is your practice for the coming week. It is a practice of quiet observation. Several times a day, pause. Notice moments when your energy feels expansive, clear, and bright. What are you doing? What quality are you bringing forth? This is the feeling of your true path. Then, notice moments when your energy feels constricted, drained, or muddy. What is happening here? What energy are you forcing? This is the feeling of walking against your path. The goal is not to judge. The goal is not to make a dramatic change. The goal is to begin, with great compassion, to choose your true path more often, in small ways. Perhaps it is offering a moment of quiet stability, if you are the mountain. Perhaps it is daring to speak a simple truth, if you are the stream. Perhaps it is embracing a moment of creative chaos, if you are the seed. Perhaps it is allowing yourself to reflect someone's goodness back to them, if you are the cloud. This path is not a cage. It is a doorway. It is your soul's way of showing you where your greatest gift lies, where you can offer the deepest healing, where you will find the most profound peace. The ancient ones understood this. They knew that a village needs its mountains, its streams, its seeds, its clouds. When each part honors its nature, the whole garden thrives. Share this seeing with someone whose eyes have always spoken to you. Help them to name the music of their own soul. And tell me in the space below, what is the first small step you will take to honor the path your soul has chosen? This is not about self-improvement. It is about stepping into your sacred role in the healing of this world. Your eyes have been singing your soul's song since the day you were born. Now, you can finally learn the words. And the world is waiting to hear your voice. People are waiting for the unique medicine only you can offer. The call has always been there, reflected in your own eyes. Now it is time to answer.